hackathon, which is focused on bringing AI projects onto the L1X chain, and we will be targeting pre-TGE projects, and really we had walked through what's our mode of engagement, what is it that our target is. But very broadly speaking, the objective over here is to attract at least 50 plus qualified projects to come on board, of which we would probably invite close to 15 projects to actually come in and build for the hackathon, and of which we would then from there go on the top 3, top 5 projects. So who would be the winners of the hackathon? And of course, the goal over here is to not just limit this to 3 or 5 projects or to 15 projects, but attract as many quality builders as we can, with the basic idea that at the end of this, we want at least 15 high quality projects that are not just building on L1X for the purpose of this hackathon, but that continue with us after the hackathon as well. And yes, and Vivek, do you want to like kind of just walk through the hackathon and the next couple of slides, a bit about the logistics?
Sure. Thanks, Ronnie. Hi, everyone. You may not have, you may be seeing me for the first time in this AMAs, but I've recently joined this wonderful L1X team and working with Ronnie on getting this hackathon up and running. So like Ronnie said, this is very important for L1X and the community as well, because we do want to see a lot of people building on the amazing platform that the team has put together with L1X. And of course, given what's happening in the tech space today, we are focusing on the convergence between AI and Web3. And Web3 built on L1X. So we welcome all the builders, all the developers, all the thinkers out here to think of these ideas, the AI and Web3 ideas, and bring them to the hackathon. It's fairly simple in terms of how it progresses. No complicated processes here. It's live, so you can start applying today on our website. It's going to run for 2 months. So we will accept applications till about 24th March 2025, post which the team will go ahead and evaluate the applications. The top 15 of the applications that are submitted would be invited to build, and that building period will go on between March to May. After which we'll have again a presentation session with the top 15 teams. And from that, we will select the top 5 teams who stand to win from a prize pool of $2 million. So not a trivial amount, enough to get the project up and running and to set the team up for success. During the course of this 2 months, the people from the L1X team, me, Ronnie, the devs, Kevin, will be working with you, guiding with you, providing you all the advice that you need from a tech business perspective, and really trying to ensure that you are all set up for success at the end of the day, right? You can head on to the L1X app .com/hackathon 2025. Start signing up now. It's a fairly simple form, should not take you more than 5 minutes to fill it out. We have a channel on Discord, so you can click the button there if you have any questions, and Ronnie and I will be there to address any questions that you may have. So that covers, I think, the process. I'll keep the slide on so that people have an idea of the link, and then they can sign up.
Yes. And I think probably a couple of important points for the community. So of course, in general, we always need the community support. If you know of high quality projects that are pre-TGE and may have not settled on a chain, then as always, would love your help in amplifying this outreach. But more importantly, there is a referral bonus that's in place, and there are based on the project that you refer and the stage that they make it to, you stand to gain different referral amounts. But the headline is that if any of the projects that you refer reaches among the top 3 or top 5, you stand to get a referral bonus of up to $1,750. So $1,750 is your referral bonus. And just so we are clear, there's no cap on this, meaning you can refer multiple projects. There is absolutely no cap. You just have to make sure that the project that you're referring, when they go and sign up on the website or on the mobile app, however they do it, they do put your name down as the person who referred them to this project, and then we will work with that to make sure that you get credited for the projects. um, there also are several themes around this that when you get onto the website you will be able to see. So in other words, when we talk about AI, we talk about AI projects, there are multiple themes in there. And we kind of, the reason why we've given some ideas, it's twofold. One is that if there's a team that's out there that wants to build by struggling for ideas, they can get some inspiration. Second, this is what we think are areas or ideas that the community is interested in, or rather the wider ecosystem is interested in. For example, when we talk about AI-based credit scoring, this is something that a lot of builders are working on. The ecosystem seems to be interested in. So the idea of, or the intent behind giving you a few themes to think about is multifold. One is that if you don't have an idea of your own, you can get inspired, and the second is to also give everybody a sense of where the ecosystem is headed, what is it that they are thinking, so that way you can sort of just see if you want to build along those lines. So I think like that's these are probably the most important things over here. And as of course, as Vivek mentioned, the top 5 stand to gain up to 2 million in prizes. So it's definitely not a trivial amount. Um, and I think it's really important that the community gets behind this, amplifies a message. Um, I believe Mike and Vivek, at some point we will also be putting out more social media messages around it. We'll probably be doing Twitter Spaces. So I think like the community sort of reposting our messages, engaging with us on the tweets, listening in on the spaces, getting your friends and family to listen in and kind of just help out in those areas would be very much appreciated.
Just from my view, one of the ideas out there that we're actually talking to a couple of different organisations at the moment around the AI capabilities. One in particular that stands out is AI-driven arbitrage. Now, if you can imagine, this is something that's actually not, and this is an idea, if there's anybody out there who's wanting to develop or implement, the ability to be able to do cross-chain trading between DEXs, absolutely fantastic to be able to take price discrepancies between the two. We were speaking to a group quite a few weeks back now, and they were extremely interested in it because they're currently doing arbitrage between different chains at the moment. The problem that they've got is the fees that are being charged on those chains are too exorbitant for them to be able to make decent profits. When you introduce things like L1X with our much lower fees, faster trading times, all of those problems start going away. So these organizations can start making potentially more profit on the arbitrage. But also, where I can see something like this fitting in is if we made available, say, an easier version of the arbitrage for general users, where even our user base out there can actually start doing arbitrage trading themselves. Imagine having that at your beck and call. That would make a huge difference. Even just trading itself. Price trading, introducing things like technical analysis or charting across it, where you can actually spot patterns and trade based on that. They're the sort of things, just giving people some ideas about what is possible. There's some fantastic capabilities out there already, and a lot of them are being hampered by the fact that they're being done on bridges and CEXs.
Absolutely. I think that's some great suggestions out there, Mike. So again, just to reiterate Ronnie's message, go check out some of the themes that are there on the hackathon page. We have actually tried to make it as explicit as possible. If you're struggling for an idea, pick one of those. There's no monopoly on ideas. If you want to pivot to one of those, there's no monopoly on ideas. But just go and let's start building, and we are here to support you. And I think L1X's cross-chain interoperability makes it really, really suitable for some of these ideas to take shape. And feel free to refer your friends and family.
Cool.
Totally. Yep. All right.
All right. I just put it down there in the general comments. If anyone has any burning questions, they can probably put them down here since we have a few minutes. But so far nothing. It sounds like it's all good.
Awesome. Super.
Okay.
The community seems
All right.
excited. Love it.
So, question for timeline for the hackathon: when do submissions open and close? So, submissions are open right now, and they are open up until March 24th or March 25th. Is it
24th. You're right.
24th?
24th.
Up until March 24th. So, so yes, so you can basically submit anytime between now and March 24th. And on March 24th, we will sort of finalize the top 15. And this is, of course, assuming we get 50 submissions. If we get 100 submissions that are equally good, then it might not necessarily be the top 15. It might be more than that. So we are keeping that piece fluid. But yes, to answer your question, you can start submitting from now up until March 24th.
So the key answer here is, or key job out there for everybody is to get out there and start promoting it, start talking about it, get out there and push it. If you know any devs that are in blockchain, get them onto the hackathon.
Absolutely. Ronnie, do you just want to reiterate the referral program again?
Yes.
The various steps.
Yes. So basically, for the referral program, there are a few levels to it. The first is that when you refer a project, if it makes it to the top 15 or whatever that number ends up being, you get a referral bonus. From there, if they make it to the top 5, there's an additional percentage or there's an additional amount that gets added. And then for the winners of the hackathon, you get an additional bonus to it. So in other words, like, let's just say if, and I don't remember the right numbers off the top of my head, Vivek, maybe you can help me out. But I think like if you get to the top 15, it's a $250 bonus. And then
I'll just help you out over there. So if it's if you refer a project and they pass a smell test, as in they're a legit team, they're committed to building, which Ronnie and I will evaluate, over a call or something like that. You stand to win USD 250 equivalent. If they make to the top 15, you stand to win 500 USD on top of that. So that takes your total earnings to 750. And if they make it to the top 5, which means they're one of the winners, you win another $1,000. So which takes your total earnings to about 1750 USD equivalent, right? There is, I think, Haruna is asking how many teams can participate in the hackathon. Is there a limit on team size? No, there's no limit on team size, but we are expecting early stage teams because they have to be pre-TGE to join. But we have not put a limit on the team size. How many teams can participate? I mean, again, no limit there. We would like to see at least 50 to 75 teams there who are credible, whom we can evaluate against.
Right, and sort of just to add on that to the question, the team size, as Vivek said, we have no team size. One of our goals is to get about 250 net new developers onto the ecosystem by virtue of this hackathon. So if you kind of reverse engineer, if we are aiming for like 50 to 75 submissions, we are aiming for about, say, 4 to 5 members per team, give or take.
Excellent. And just to throw some more ideas out there, the applicability of AI is not just in the trading side of it. There's also areas around so healthcare where you can identify patient data and revealing patterns in health, health issues in patients. That's one area. Now that's a pretty big ask for some groups, but the other one is around life sciences, so things like clinical trials that can be used. DeFi, obviously, we've mentioned the thing around the arbitrage bot and trading. Supply chain is another one. I think the ideas out there can be actually can range from very simple things all the way through to complex analytics. Now, there may well be systems out there that are actually ideal for AI or already have AI in them, but they're being hampered by current infrastructure limits around traditional computing. Now, blockchain can actually can change that massively.
Perfect. All right. I don't see any more questions coming in, and we're pretty
think
much
it's quiet.
Good. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect, guys. Please go ahead and
Very good.
promote it. There's stuff here in for you. Please go ahead and spread the word around, and let's make this a great success.
Absolutely.
Thanks, everyone. Thank
Gentlemen,
you.
thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
See you all later. Have a good day.